Today we're going to talk about common intermittent fasting, or mistakes to avoid if you want to lose weight. Intermittent fasting has become so popular nowadays. In fact, in 2020 it was the most searched dieting term, right above clean eating. And the reason why intermittent fasting is popular is because it works. And it works because of a few reasons. For one, it reduces the chances of overeating because you reduce the amount of time that you're going to eat in a day. It also helps regulate your blood sugar levels and offers many other health benefits, such as helping you live longer. But you may not get results with intermittent fasting if you're making mistakes. So let's look into some of the common mistakes you need to avoid. And the first mistake you want to avoid is starting with long fasting windows. So there are many ways of doing intermittent fasting. You can fast for 16 hours, then eat during the 8-hour window, which is the most popular eating schedule, which is 16-8. You can also do a 24-hour fast, like we do in the 6 Weeks Weight Loss Challenge, or you can even fast for 12 hours. Now, when you're starting with intermittent fasting, I recommend you start with 12 hours, especially if you're doing it every day. In the 6 Weeks Weight Loss Challenge, we do it for 24 hours. Actually, in the first day, you fast for 24 hours, which is very doable. And the reason why this works is because we only do it once a week. So this doesn't apply for someone who is fasting only once a week. But if you're fasting every single day, you don't want to start with 16 hours of fasting. And even those who do the 6 Weeks Weight Loss Challenge, some people will tell them to start with 16 hours if they feel 24 hours is too much. So you can do the same thing. You can start with 12 hours of fasting, and then once you're comfortable with this, you can increase the duration of your fast. But if you start with 16 hours right from the start, or 24 hours, and you do it consistently, you may not be able to keep up and you may quit along the way. So start slowly, then increase the duration of your fast as you get used to fasting. Then number 2 mistake is not drinking enough water. You know that water is vital for weight loss, and it's so important when you're fasting, because when you're fasting you need energy, and when you drink water it will give you energy. It will also help get rid of the headaches that you may suffer during the fasting. And other times we tend to confuse hunger with thirst. So by drinking lots of water, you'll be able to control your hunger and appetite. So aim to drink at least 2 liters when you're fasting, or even every day, even if you're not fasting. Then number 3 mistake to avoid is not doing strength training. Now, many people who do fasting get results. And one study found that when you do intermittent fasting and someone else does just a regular diet where they're eating 3 meals a day and maintaining a calorie deficit, the person who is doing intermittent fasting may lose more muscle. That was the result of one study. So that means that intermittent fasting may make you lose more muscle than just a regular diet. And because of that, you need to combat the muscle loss with strength training. So make sure you do strength training every single day, or at least 3 times a week. Now, when you're doing strength training, you can do it during your feeding window. If you're doing the 16-8 hours, during these 8 hours where you're allowed to eat, in the middle of it, you can do strength training, because then you'll have energy, and then you can also eat after your workout so that you recover faster. But if you do it while you're fasting, you may struggle to do the strength training well because you don't have the energy. You may feel lightheaded and you may feel fatigued or nauseous. So make sure that you do the strength training during the feeding window. But that doesn't apply to everyone. If you feel like you can do it while you're still fasting, it's okay. Just make sure you challenge yourself with the strength training so that you can build the muscle. Then number 4 mistake to avoid is overeating. Just because you're doing intermittent fasting, it doesn't mean you're going to lose weight automatically. You still need to maintain a calorie deficit. So make sure that you don't overeat during your feeding window. If you're eating only 2 times a day, once you break the fast and then before starting the fast again, make sure that you are maintaining a deficit. And the other thing that you need to do is eat the right foods. Mistake number 5 to avoid is eating high calorie foods, or just eating whatever you want. You may feel like I've fasted for 16 hours, so I have the freedom to eat whatever I want. But it doesn't work like that, my friend. If you do that, you'll find that you'll struggle to lose weight, and you may even gain weight if you're eating high calorie foods. So make sure that no matter how long your fast was, even if it's 24 hours, or even if it's a 2-day fast, because I know some people do up to 72 hours. Even if you're doing a 72-hour fast, you don't want to get back to your eating and eat everything in sight. Just practice moderation and make sure that you're maintaining a calorie deficit. And you don't have to count calories. You can join the 6 weeks weight loss challenge, and I'll show you exactly what to eat in every meal in order to maintain a deficit without counting calories. And some people in the challenge combine intermittent fasting with a diet plan, and they still get results. And we also have strength training as well. Then mistake number 6 to avoid is punishing yourself after messing up. Some people do this. So let's say you messed up and you are stressed and you broke your fast by just eating. You don't have to punish yourself. Never do that. Never do that whatever diet you're following. Even if you're following a regular diet and you overindulge, never punish yourself, because you end up developing a very unhealthy relationship between food or even exercise. Some of the ways that people punish themselves is through maybe doing a hardcore workout or even fasting for longer hours. You may even fast for 72 hours, but that's the wrong strategy and it's not a sustainable strategy. So if you find that you've messed up, be easy on yourself. Don't punish yourself. Don't even feel guilty about it. We are all human, we make mistakes, and one mistake is not going to stop you from losing weight and maintaining optimal health. As long as you go back to the routine that you were using before, you'll still be able to get results. So never punish yourself. Then mistake number 7 is breaking the fast with drinks, vitamins, and other supplements or medication. Supplements or meds. So for when you're fasting, you should limit yourself to a few drinks such as coffee, green tea, black tea without sugar, all those drinks without sugar, cream or anything. You don't add anything to those drinks. You can also take lemon water and water. Limit yourself to those drinks. But if you start drinking herbal teas that contain calories, you'll end up breaking your fast because they're going to spike your blood sugar levels. So make sure that you avoid any foods or drinks that contain calories. And some vitamins may also break your fast, some supplements and medication. Now with medication, sometimes you don't even have to do intermittent fasting, because if you're taking medication and it's interfering with, maybe it's causing you heartburn and such problems, don't do intermittent fasting. Just follow a regular diet and you'll still be able to lose weight. So make sure that you're not taking any of this while you're fasting. So basically those are the common mistakes to avoid when you're doing intermittent fasting. Now, I'd like to say that intermittent fasting is not a magic bullet. People lose weight without using it. It doesn't work for everyone. In fact, in the next video, I'll talk about some of the reasons why you shouldn't do intermittent fasting. It's not that I don't think it's effective. It's effective. And if you follow these tips, you'll be able to lose weight with intermittent fasting. But there's no one size that fits all when it comes to diet. So just follow these tips if you're using intermittent fasting. But if you're not using intermittent fasting, you can join the 6 weeks weight loss challenge and you'll still be able to get results. The challenge is in the link in the description below. In this challenge, you can eat 2 or 3 meals a day. So if you're the type of person who is okay with eating throughout the day, this challenge will be perfect for you. So join it right now by clicking the link in the description below. Like the video, share it with your friends, and also leave a comment below. I'll see you in the next video.